And we're back with Cardano, ticker code ADA, the people's coin. Remember this coin in 2021? Everyone thought it was going to go to $10. Well, here we are at 38 cents. Of course, a lot of cryptos, not only Cardano, have fallen below. So today I'm going to compare Cardano or ADA to its Bitcoin value, its Ethereum value, and give you some price predictions on where I think it's going to go in the coming days to coming weeks. If you like the sound of that and you want to see more altcoin reviews, subscribe to the channel, and once a week I cover the market update. Let's get started with Cardano. So here we go, Cardano at the moment, as I live and breathe, holding at 38 cents. Now, Cardano is actually doing very, very well at the moment because a lot of cryptos are actually getting sold off at the moment, but Cardano isn't. Now I can show you a lot of altcoins, but just take my word for it when I say a lot of altcoins are actually bleeding at the moment. But you can actually see Cardano has actually been going up during the last couple of days, which is strength, which means once altcoins start to get a move on, Cardano should be ahead of the pack. I say should because it's always a chance, it's always statistics, it's always just like the probability. So whenever you watch any technical analysis video, it's just probability on what indicators are telling us. The whales will be the ones to pump it or not because they got the money to do so. But at the moment, it looks like Cardano is not getting sold off with a lot of other altcoins, and it's really looking like it's due for a rally. Now, there's one candle in particular, which is this one right here, this red one, which is showing a lot of strength, which means we had an attempted sell-off on this day, but of course, there wasn't much selling while other cryptos were being sold off, and Cardano actually looked very, very strong because he had a very low volume red selling day, which is really, really good after you had two consecutive up days. So now you get two consecutive up days, you get the test, which it passes, and then you get a beautiful support at the trend from the high, beautifully bouncing off it. Now, where do I see Cardano going? Well, of course, you've got the 50% coming in at just over 41 cents, and that's going to coincide with some highs back in mid-February, which isn't too bad, and we've got a triple top playing out if we get there again. So once we get there, well, hopefully we don't face rejection. But the good news is that's a nice, beautiful 10, call it 8%, I should say, on a profit right there. Not bad for a bear market because we are still in a bear market, but this is looking like a very, very good crypto to hold for the long term because of its relative strength in the past few days. Also, if you have a look at the candles, and if I zoom in a bit more, you can see that the candles are actually almost full body candles. So you can see really, really good support coming here and here. Again, low selling day, and already today we haven't looked back at all with Cardano. So we're just going straight up, never even looked back at roughly 2% gain for the day. Not much, but it's just gearing up for a good move, I believe. So what don't I want to see Cardano? Well, we don't want to see a break of the 36 cent call it, which is right here. And we don't definitely want to see a break from the 35% mark here, and then support coming in at around that 32.5 cents call it right here. We don't want to see these areas broken. So that's 1, 2, and that's 3. Hopefully you can see my scribble fine, but big takeaway is you don't want to see Cardano breaking 32 cents. That would be time to get out and wait for more support to come in. But again, I'm pretty sure that we're going to hit 42 cents in the coming days, maybe coming weeks, depending on the momentum of the altcoins, because it looks like Bitcoin really wants to have a bit of a breather back to that 25K range, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Like I said, whales are the ones who pump the market, and will dump the market if they see fit based on any news announcement. So it can be a bit choppy and some tough times to see, but I like where Cardano is going at the moment. Now let's have a look at Cardano against its BTC value. So here we are, Coin Codex. We're pinging all our values to Bitcoin value because it is one of the strongest cryptos right now you can get. And you can see some cryptos are performing it at the moment now. So you're starting to see altcoins start to gear up for a run. If I look at my XRP video and I compared it to Bitcoin, you'll see a lot of cryptos were actually red, but in the 24-hour period, underperforming to Bitcoin. But in the past 24 hours, you're seeing altcoins actually outperform Bitcoin in the past 24 hours. So this means altcoins are starting to gear up for a bit of a run because you're starting to see the very short-term cogs, this being the 24-hour chart, start to turn in favor of alts. So look at that. You're seeing almost every altcoin outperforming BTC. But at the moment, we're talking about Cardano. So if we look at it, rank number 7, outperforming Bitcoin by almost 5%, which if you have a quick look at any 24-hour period, you can actually see it's actually doing pretty well. So you can see Chainlink doing pretty well at 4.17%, XLM doing pretty good at 7%, but you can see Cardano's outperforming the majority of coins compared to its BTC value in the past 24 hours. And there's a really good indicator that it's actually going to do pretty well in the coming days, maybe next week, because generally in the weekends, you'll get lower volume. So that puts Cardano in a very strong position going into next week if crypto continues to go up. But let's have a look at Cardano against its Ethereum value, and let's compare that. So there was the low in March when Ethereum was actually doing quite well. And look at that beautiful trend bounce right there on the trend. Beautiful. And there you go, coming in at 0.0028 of an ETH if you get there. And that would be some resistance right there against its ETH value. If you get a good punch up, then look for these areas to become resistance. But very, very good healthy profits to be made against its Ethereum value. But some very good juicy profits to be had against its Ethereum value in the coming days. So I like to look at this one. And if we compare Cardano to its BTC value, I know I did earlier, but let's just have a look at a chart value and you can see a clean cut through the 50%. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. So hopefully we don't get the bounce and you just keep going past as you continue to crush these resistance barriers. So the sky's the limit for Cardano for the foreseeable future against its BTC BTC value until we start to see momentum slow down on the upside. But for now, Cardano going to its 42-cent mark. We'll see what happens there. If we continue past its 42-cent mark, look for next areas of profit targets to be around that 44-cent mark to about that 47-cent mark. Ultimate resistance coming at around that 50-cent mark, which would be right here. So look for this area to be major areas of resistance for Cardano. Ultimate resistance though, if it manages to blow past that, 60 cents is your next target, which would be the high back in August. So those are my price predictions for Cardano. Again, if you want to see more altcoin reviews, subscribe to the channel, notification bell. You don't want to miss these videos when I upload them. But until then, everyone, stay safe out there, and I will catch you on the next video.